This is Dan Steinberg with quantumpartners.net. Today is October 22nd, 2018. This is a short video on Aurora cannabis, symbol ACB in Canada, or acbff over the counter in the United States. The chart here is acbff. As you can clearly see, Aurora had a major rally from October 2017 into January of 2018, and then a multi-month pennant type correction into the August of 2018 lows. One thing to point out, I've marked in yellow this wave structure. This is clearly a 5-wave rally back up into the January highs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and wave 3 is somewhat extended, very common for this type of wave structure. I also wanted to point out that if you take a look at the outside Fibonacci projection from the top of wave 1, you can see that this high last week was almost to the penny, a 162% outside projection. I have noticed a very common that when a stock rallies into an old high or some type of significant resistance and reaches this outside projection, typical to have at least a pullback, if not more. Also worth pointing out that the high last week came in on the 16th, October 16th, which is of course one day before cannabis became legal in Canada. Many people expected to sell the news type of reaction, and clearly that's what's happened so far. Okay, switching to the current situation. So from that high, you can see that we've now pulled back quite a bit. What looks like a typical ABC or zigzag type structure. You have the first wave down, then a bounce, and now we're in the second wave down, which could potentially complete an ABC or zigzag type correction. Also, I've noted on this chart, you can see the yellow line here is the June high, around $8, and I've also marked a Fibonacci retracement window, and you can see a 50% correction around around 8:30, and a 62% correction right around 7:30. Also worth noting, the 50 period MA, which is red, is right around that $8 level. And as you can see, during the wave 1 consolidation, the 50 MA did provide support. And lastly, the short-term trend line from the August lows, also right around the $8 area. So I'm looking at this as a potential setup for an entry, either for a trade or an intermediate term position around the $8 area. And if you want to do some research on Aurora, good place to start is New Cannabis Ventures. As you can see, if you look at New Cannabis Ventures indices, Aurora is listed as one of the tier 1 Canadian cannabis stocks. Okay, this is Dan Steinberg. Wish you good trading.